You're watching CalTv.
Good afternoon and welcome to CalTv. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Caselli. On today's show, we have some Fiscal Learning Center updates. The FLC has 3 videos for us. We have some information regarding the State Controller's open house and the State Controller's Office Accounting Book of Record migration. Let's get started with some new and updated training content that's recently been added to the Fiscal Learning Center. Job aids and materials. Fiscal 024, correct AR billing budget checking errors. Fiscal 206, completing the supplier update request form. Fiscal 425, GLKK mismatch identification. Fiscal 439, Departmental Operating Budget to Actuals Report, and Fiscal 547, Employee Payroll AR items created by SCO Interface Process and Reports have all been updated. Fiscal 566, Upload deposits and AR payments using Excel CSV file, and Fiscal 567, Employee Options and Defaults Query are new. Online classes. Since our last show, more than 20 online classes have been updated and 3 new classes have been added. You can find all of this information in an email that was sent out on Wednesday, March 18th. You can also log into the Fiscal Learning Center at the address on your screen and click on the See What's New tile to see the list of updated information. Videos. Fiscal TV, Episode 73, January 29th, 2026 is new. Link and login information. The FLC is limited to authorized users. Please log in using your Fiscal credentials. You can access the Fiscal Learning Center at the address on your screen. If you have any questions, please contact the Fiscal Client Training section at fiscallearningcenter@fiscal.ca.gov. The FLC has 3 videos for us this month. Here's number 1.
Heads up Fiscal users. Get excited because the Fiscal Learning Center's event calendar is ready for registrations. Get ready to mark your calendars. That's right, virtual instructor-led trainings, also known as VILTs, and flipped classroom Q and A sessions are now open for enrollment. To register for a session or sign up for a course, log into the Fiscal Learning Center, or FLC. You can access the events calendar or browse training. In addition to our virtual instructor-led trainings, we offer flipped classroom curriculums. Flipped classrooms are self-paced, fully online versions of all the content you can find in VILTs, but you can do them in your own time and at a pace that works for you. The FLC offers a number of flipped classroom courses, including PO1003 Procurement Card Functionality, AR1001 Accounts Receivable Items in addition to more courses. Make sure to follow your department's training policy prior to registering for a class. Once approved, you'll get a confirmation email with everything you need to know to access your training. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll today. Spots are limited, and you don't want to miss this awesomeness. If you have any questions, please submit a ticket to the FISCAL Service Center.
The State Controller's State Government Reporting Bureau is hosting its annual open house during the week of May 4th through the 8th from 9 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. The Controller's State Government Reporting Team hosts this virtual open house to help departments minimize financial reporting errors in year-end budgetary legal reports. With increasing complexity in financial reporting requirements, the State Controller's Office continues to showcase its commitment to providing guidance through the ongoing engagement with departments statewide. Department accounting teams are encouraged to RSVP in order to participate in a 45-minute session and have their questions answered by the Controller's State Government Reporting Team. Reservations, changes, and cancellations are accepted through April 3rd. As a reminder, an email was sent on Tuesday, March 10th regarding this open house. The State Controller's Office recommends that departments enter their reporting questions when booking a time slot to ensure that the questions are addressed. Any questions related to the event can be sent to blfinrep@sco.ca.gov. The Controller's team looks forward to seeing you at their open house. The FLC has another video for us. Here it is.
Attention FISCAL users, ready to level up your skills? Check out our new Virtual Instructor-Led Training, or VILT, Gen 101, Introduction to the FISCAL Learning Center. Gen 101 is one of the FLC's new foundational skills classes, offered monthly, to help you learn the basics. In this live class, an FLC expert will show you how to easily search for and find the best learning materials and curriculums, navigate the events calendar and register for classes, create, manage, and share your personal learning playlists with your team, track your progress, and show off your achievements. Ready to sign up? Visit the FISCAL Learning Center. Don't wait! Classes fill up fast. Keep an eye on the events calendar for upcoming dates. See you in class!
During our March Customer Impact Committee meeting, the State Controller's Office provided an accounting book of record migration update. We'd like to play that for you right now.
This is our accounting book of record migration update from the State Controller's Office. I'm Laura Taylor Kurbacek, SCO's Acting Partner Business Executive. I'm responsible for SCO fiscal operations and the book of record functionality migration. We also have Hannah Tran, our SCO Production Support Manager, and she's a leader of one of our accounting book of record teams. She regularly shares with you SCO updates at CIC, and I want to thank Hannah today. We also have two special guests who routinely attend but not present. Vanessa Trapnell and Gurpreet Singh, both bureau chiefs from our State Accounting and Reporting Division, and they'll be sharing 5 streamlined business processes with you today. And before we move on, I want to acknowledge the partnership between the SCO and the Department of Fiscal and our partners at STO, DOF, DGS, and Fiscal departments. This collaboration on the integration of fiscal functionality and SCO business processes has prepared us for the transition of the accounting book of record to Fiscal. This transition has occurred over many years, as you well know, and this is the last major milestone being implemented July 1st, 2026. So we're very excited to have made this progress with you all. We distributed the key fiscal impacts infographic to departments with a related communication, and this shares the high-level impacts of the accounting book of record on one page. We will be providing more details about all of the impacts during workshops with departments, and we'll share what's next with you to prepare for the accounting book of record at the end of the presentation. Today, we'll focus on 5 streamlined business processes and take questions from you. This will be moderated throughout the presentation, and we'll answer as many questions as we can. Here are the 5 streamlined transactions and submissions for direct transfer, no warrant transfer, remittance advice processing, architectural revolving fund, and budget adjustments. I'll hand it over to Vanessa Trapnell, who will share the changes on direct transfer and no warrant transfers.
Thank you, Laura. So for departments with appropriate legal authority that participate in the direct transfer process, the key changes for this are going to be interagency agreements must be established and approved in Fiscal between the billing business unit and the billed business unit before direct transfer transactions can be processed. Transactions processed in Fiscal will be systematically approved based on configuration. Billing departments will receive payments through accounts receivable deposits by either a customer item payment or direct journal payment. Automated processing will allow Fiscal departments to generate direct transfer transactions from accounts receivable items and process them through mass validation, certification, and approval. Approved transactions will automatically create accounts payable vouchers for the billed business unit and accounts receivable deposits for the billing business unit for posting to the general ledger. Reversals can be created directly from completed transactions and may be fully or partially reversed. Intra-unit billing will allow transactions within the same department where the billing business unit is the same as the billed business unit with direct transfer transactions generated from eligible billing invoices. Next slide, please. So the key changes for the no warrant transfers include Fiscal will support Fiscal will support electronic creating and management of no warrant agreements and transactions. Interagency agreements must be established and approved before no warrant transactions can be processed. Transactions will be routed to the State Controller's Office Division of Audits for review based on system configuration. And approved transactions will automatically generate accounts payable vouchers and accounts receivable deposits for posting to the general ledger. And now I will hand it off to Gurpreet Singh. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. I will cover the remittance advice processing. So Fiscal will provide a new functionality to capture remittance advice submitted by departments and counties. Departments will enter RAs directly through the new Fiscal RA entry page through a mass upload for high volume transactions. STO will create STO journal entries and link them to corresponding remittance advice records. The system will generate deposit shells and apply payments automatically. New controller receipt request type will be include county RA, LAIF RA, controller RA, remittance advice RA, and bond sale RA. All request type will be pre-approved except for bond sales remittance advice, which requires SCO SART approval. Next slide, please. For architectural revolving fund, Fiscal will support electronic submission and processing architectural revolving fund forms. A new ARF transaction page will capture transfer details associated with approved funding agreements. Transactions approvals will vary depending on the ARF form type, Form 22, Form 220, Form 221, or AFS 59. Once approved, the ARF process will generate the appropriate system transactions, including deposits and vouchers. Next slide. For budget adjustments request, budget adjustments will initiate through the budget journal request component in Fiscal. Users will enter chart fill information, provide business justification, and certify requests electronically. Workflow routing will determine approvals based on roles and transaction attributes. Once approved, nightly batch process will generate and post budget journals automatically. Operational monitoring will rely on delivered queries to track request life cycles and journal status. Thank you, and I'll pass it back to you guys.
All right, so what's next? Please share the key Fiscal impacts infographic with your teams, and feel free to share the CIC YouTube of this session. We'll also be offering workshops that are detailed to occur in May. And a description of the workshop and a recommendation of who should attend will be released via email invitations in the coming weeks. And next we have, this slide shows the change management activities for departments to prepare for the accounting book of record. So we mentioned sharing the infographic. Obviously today we're at the CIC. You'll be receiving the workshop invites. Within the workshop, we'll share information about any new system roles, which will allow you to prepare for the end user ABOR roles role mapping by June. And you can do that through Identity Self-Service. We will have a pre-go live communication and also Fiscal job aids for any of the new enhanced business processes or any changes that affect existing job aids will be in place by July 1st. Also post-go live for Fiscal departments. Obviously, you can use the FSC ticket submission process. You can request user support labs. Those are available upon your request. And after go live, as we monitor the tickets and the requests for support, we'll also be providing any additional communications, job aids, or training updates to address any departmental concerns or trends that we see. I'd like you to open it up for any questions. I believe you can feel free to chat or raise your hand. Brenda.
Hi, thank you. I'm trying to see how this is going to look in my system of processes. So the STO already generates journal entries, and then those journal entries are reclassified at each agency. Is that what we're talking about? Or is that something different?
I'll ask one of our SCO SMEs if they can address this. Otherwise, we can take it back.
Yeah, so this is for this direct transfer business process is actually a revamp of the existing direct transfer business process. So the entire direct transfer will occur within Fiscal. So you will no longer have to send file back and forth. And then with the new process, the interagency agreement will be established in Fiscal. And once that agreement is established, the departments can process direct transfer using a new direct transfer transaction page in Fiscal.
Okay. So it will create the AR vouchers, accounts receivable needs, and then create an accounts payable voucher to reclassify it. Is that correct?
So you use the word reclassify, and we actually hoping with this business process, the reclassification will not be needed, because if you are creating your transactions in invoices and in AR, you can use the pre-stage process where the pre-stage process will pick up automated items that qualify for direct transfer and process them. And then if your agency do not use AR or invoice, then you can populate the direct transfer with your departmental chart fields at the direct using and it will be creating direct DJP, direct journal payments directly from the system, which will eliminate the needs to reclass.
Wonderful. My team will be doing flip-flops. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda and Hannah. It looks like Vandana has their hand up. I think they were next.
Yes, my name is Vandana. I'm from the California Department of Technology. I enter in the no warrant transactions, and currently we are using the system called TRIS. So will we still be using the TRIS system to enter in our no warrant transfer documents?
Yeah, so that Trish system, which is a legacy system that will be retired at accounting book of record. And instead of
wait. So we will not be using the TRIS system once SEO goes live?
Correct.
Oh. So
So there will be a new page in Fiscal similar to the Trish page. It's an online page. And instead of entering in Trish, you will be entering in Fiscal.
And I'm sure
So
there's
no.
going to be job aids for that, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So no warrant transfer will also be processed through Fiscal using standardized workflow approval that Fiscal department has been customized to.
Okay, so then after my no warrant transfers get approved, then I get the entry in the GL 108. So are you saying I will no longer see the GL 108 entries for my no warrant transfers?
Correct. Yeah, GL 108 will also be limited to only some transaction that we still cannot be handled in Fiscal. But for TC 39 for no warrant, it will be retired and then the transaction will be posted in AP and AR after your no warrant transaction is approved.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is something new to learn then. Okay. And hopefully we'll have job aids for all that.
I want to mention, thank you so much for the questions. Our intention is to have workshops for departments to go into a lot of details, and we also have time for these questions today, but do not worry, we're having workshops as well as job aid updates.
Okay.
And Stephanie, you have your hand up next.
Back to the direct transfers, our agency get direct charge, and then but in the past they only can charge the one appropriation to one line, and we had to keep on to reclassify it back to all the reallocate the different fund and different appropriation. So I just trying to want to follow up understanding. So in the future, when once the book of record goes live with Fiscal, we had the options to go into property and the payable because we are going to paying the other agency when they direct charging us. So do we have option to be allocated at that point to the direct charge it back to the correct appropriation and the correct funds?
Yeah, we would need to test one of your specific department's example, but with the current design, you can enter multiple distribution line within the direct transfer process.
Because in our case, we are not only get the regular appropriation, we also involve with some of the bond funded projects. And currently, when it comes with the bond fund projects, we must use TRIS because we have to attach with the bond cash transfer attachment with the transaction. So I just want to know, is that the new system going to be able to accommodate all variety of the fund charges?
Yeah, so for the system design, I know you can enter multiple line, which is allow you to enter multiple funds. But for your specific example, if you can email us or your example, then we can try to stage it in the test environment, and then we can confirm with you during the workshop.
Okay, thank you.
And which department are you again? So I can make a note for that.
Judicial Council.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we also have some questions in the chat.
It's Robin at the Department of Community Services and Development. We had some questions that we have been floating around about. After the SEO transition, will we have more control as a department around MEC and YEC? Is that something that we would end up having control over for completing allocations and continuing with MEC once SEO is moved?
Yeah, for right now, we have not had any discussions regarding the change in that business process.
Okay, and then does that also mean that BLL or building BLL for moving encumbrances on my own with YEC also is an option at some point?
Yeah, so we are for MEC and YEC, this is our next steps within our discussions. For this fiscal year, we anticipate that the department will follow the existing business process for MEC and YEC. But I think for fiscal year 2026, I think that would be that when the change will happen with your departments, how you will handle it. So we are trying to get through the go live with the day-to-day transaction request, and then for the year-end closing and the month-end closing will come up next within our discussion with DOF and Fiscal.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I have 2 more questions. Is it appropriate to ask those as well?
Yes.
Um, as far as expedites go, are we gonna be keying those in Fiscal starting July 1st? And the actual claim schedules would be retired?
Claim schedule will not be retired. We still keep claim schedule business process, but we do have an enhancement on Epic that will allow you to process expedite. If you wanna, if you process claim schedule just because you want to expedite it, you can now doing it in Fiscal through voucher.
Okay, through the voucher. Okay, perfect. And for e-claims, has that enhancement been completed yet? We were told it was supposed to be completed in 2025 to reclass that interface claim schedule. Or is it still how it's handled today?
Just listen. That's Fiscal project. If Fiscal wanna take that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can specifically answer, but we are still working on our e-claims, enhancement project. We're hoping here that it will wrap up testing by the end of March and that we could be in pilot with a couple departments by end of March. It has been delayed just a little bit, like we've mentioned, but it's been going through some rigorous testing between our teams and SCO. So that is the only update I have, is that we are trying to get to pilot by the end of March.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have any other hands up? Let's see. Okay, are there any other questions that we can help you with today?
I actually do have one more question. I'm sorry. So we use
Don't be
account
sorry.
we use account 44 to track our federal funding. Since account 44 is going away, is there going to be a replacement for me to be able to track federal funding?
I have to get back to you on that. It's already currently, we already have a solution for it, and I believe it's live in productions. But I don't remember the account number at this time, but I can get back to you on that.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you all for your questions. I think it's helpful. And it helps us prepare for the workshops that we're developing for you. Okay, I think that's it for the EFM update. Thank you so much.
Here's today's final FLC video for us.
What do you do when you need help with the FLC? Whether you have a question about an online class or job aid, or you are having trouble registering for a course, you can get the help you need quickly. Struggling with a course in the Fiscal Learning Center? Need help accessing training materials or understanding a job aid? Submitting a ticket is the easiest and fastest way to get help. The fastest and most efficient way to get support is by submitting a ticket directly to the Fiscal Service Center, also known as the FSC. To submit a ticket for help, the preferred method is using the ServiceNow self-service portal, which is available to you right inside the Fiscal system. How do you submit a ticket? Here's how it works in 3 simple steps. 1. Log into Fiscal as usual. 2. Navigate to the ServiceNow self-service portal. Look for the FSC or support section. It's built right in. 3. Click to create a new service request or ticket. The portal guides you through the process step by step. This ticketing system allows you to be able to track your open tickets, view status updates in real time, search a helpful knowledge base for quick solutions to common questions. Submitting directly through the portal means your ticket gets created and assigned instantly. No waiting for email processing. Of course, other options still exist. Call the FSC at 855-FISCAL-0 or 855-347-2250, toll-free. Use the FSC email ticket templates, available on the Fiscal Service Center page for Outlook and non-Outlook users. But for the fastest resolution, especially for Learning Center questions, the self-service portal is the way to go. Support is just a few clicks away. Log in, open the portal, and submit your ticket today. The FisCal team is here to help you succeed. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.
Thanks to the FLC for this month's videos. Remember, you can watch them again when we post this episode of FisCal TV to our YouTube channel in a couple of days. And that's our show for today. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you would like to see this or any of our FisCal TV episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to let your colleagues know about us. And from everyone here at FisCal TV, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in April for our next episode of FisCal TV.